Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Rain here, and I'd just like to share a few tips I have when playing Broom Paladin. So there are a lot of different lists of Broom Paladin. I think they all differ to a weapon, like an extra weapon, or having Devout Pupil or not, or having like Loot Hoarder or not. So I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna go into Broom Paladin in general and some tips that I think most people don't know, especially if they're like just starting to play Broom Paladin. Alright, so tip number one is if you're on the play, or even if you're on the draw, but generally if you're on the play and you've got first day of school and Alder Attendant and some random card that isn't Penflinger or whatever, play first day of school first. So I think some other people would go Alder Attendant instead of first day of school, and that's good, but the reward of playing first day of school first and getting a card like, for example, Flame Imp or Imprisoned Gunard is so good. I mean, if you have that, you're winning early game for sure, and if you're against a slow deck, it just might win you the game because you're winning so early on being a slow deck, but you kind of high rolled with first day of school. So yeah, you could get bad cards from first day of school. There are a lot, but I think it's so much better to play first day of school instead of Alder Attendant first if you get them on the play. Alright, so tip number two, and I think this might be obvious to more people than my first tip, is that you maximize your Libram of Wisdoms. So there are cases when Libram of Wisdoms are already discounted and you play like an animated broomstick so that you could kill a big guy of your opponent. So sometimes if you play Libram of Wisdom on your big guy to attack your opponent's big guy, it's gonna die. Like, the opponent's minion might die. But sometimes it would be better if you like put the Libram of Wisdom on the broomstick first and then just attack it and have room for, you know, the second Libram of Wisdom onto your big guy. So you might be losing a minion, but in some cases you want to really maximize the Libram of Wisdom you have, especially because you're gonna most of the time win with Penflinger and your Lady Liodrin. So it's situational, but you have to keep it in mind because I think some people just won't do it. I've seen some people actually not do it ever, and they could sorely lack in, or sorry, greatly lack in their Lady Liodrin pumps for not maximizing their Libram of Wisdoms. Alright? And for tip number three is, well, it's connected to tip number two, is count the number of spells you've played on yourself and your minions. So I am guilty of not doing this. If you're against like a control matchup, or if your hand did not go on curve, because it's gonna happen so often with Broom Paladin because you're not exactly a deck that has a good curve, you're gonna have a lot of cards in your hand, and by the time you play Lady Liodrin, you have to know how much of your spells have been cast already, because sometimes you need that Libram of Hope, and if you have a full hand, you might not just get it if you've played a couple of Libram of Wisdom. So it's best to count. Lady Liodrin is a random battle cry, but sometimes just count, and there's a big difference. Trust me. It helped my game a lot when I started counting. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I've got an 11-0 run with this deck. Now I could talk about this deck for a while. So this is actually just my list. I really like the Stone Tusk Boar. It's won me tons of games. So it's Lady Liodrin, Penflinger, upgrade your boar. I mean, just pump it, and it's won me countless of games. And for the mini set, I have a Libram of Judgement, which is pretty cool. So I just put one. I think two is too much, but it's a really good card. I like it. Libram of Hope automatically discounts it regardless of what time it is in the game, because it's a Libram card, so it gets discounted by any of the older cards. So it's a really good addition. Just be careful of Sticky Fingers. I guess a lot of people still run Sticky Finger. But anyway, yeah, Silas Darkmoon has also won me tons of games, so sometimes the opponents are just not careful if they have big minions, and you could just steal a game, basically. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope I've helped a lot, especially if you're just beginning or trying out Broom Paladin. So I wish you good luck on ladder, and hope to see you again, and please subscribe. And I'll see you again next time. Alright, I think my auto keeps would be Alder Attendant. Lord Barov, I'm not sure. Sometimes it's good because he might be against Pure Paladin. Might keep it, but definitely not Amber Watcher and Libram of Hope. Okay, this is a good outcome. Alright. The opponent is thinking of turn 1. Okay, I'm a bit impatient sometimes. Okay, most likely this is pure rather than broom, although some broom lists also run Murgurgle. Murgurgle. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be a bit behind here because of that. I don't feel the need to really deal with this just yet, so maybe I'll hang around first. I feel bad just brooming just for this. Okay, we're up against Pure Paladin. Seems like the opponent wants to keep trading. I think that's sorta good for me. Okay. I don't think Pure has any form of silence effect, so it's okay to always put your Librams. There's no danger of a Silas Darkmoon stealing it or a silence effect when you're facing Pure Paladin. Although, what is this? A Libram of Wisdom. Okay. Not bad. Right, let's pretend I top deck this for some sort of mind games in a way. So yeah, anytime you have Libram of Hope and Libram of Judgement, if you play Libram of Hope, Libram of Judgement auto corrupts. So regardless of what point it is in the game, because they get discounted at the same time if you play any of the Aldor cards. Okay. Yeah, it feels like a waste to go Libram of Hope. But it also feels like a waste to broomstick this, although... Yeah, I should probably do it. Okay. Ooh, passing a turn, technically. Well, oh, going for the attack. Okay, of course. Okay, this time I'm actually thinking about... Because I don't get to heal, but it's an offensive move, right? And this one is like protection. Okay, this I'm risking this. So the opponent has to heal and deal with this 9/9 and deal with this weapon which is about to attack. I think it puts the opponent in a spot here. Oh, well, there you go, they have that. Alright, I think I still win because of Lord Barov. Yeah, good game. Doesn't matter. Just gonna attack these and go face. Alright, good game. That brings us to... Okay, awesome.